Hey, today I want to talk about things that World of Warcraft 9.2 patch Eternities and will either make unobtainable or much harder to get. As of the time of making this video, the release date is not known yet, but it will be during quarter 1 of this year, so either January, February or March. I personally think late February or first week of March are the most realistic dates, and if I had to bet I would say the 23rd of February. Starting with the most common achievements, ahead of the curve Sylvanas and cutting edge Sylvanas will both be unobtainable, while both achievements are merely feat of strength and grant no reward, but you might want to get them as proof that you raided heroic or mythic, respectively during the content or any other reason. The mount from Mythic Sylvanas named Vengeance will continue to drop. Even after patch 9.2 is out, she will drop 2 Vengeances. Is that the correct word? Not sure. Per kill, you have a 100% chance. Again, as there are always some people think that the drop rate will get lower, it stays at 2 mounts per Mythic Sylvanas kill until you enter the 10.0 zones. So even during the 10.0 pre-patch, she will continue to drop 2 mounts. Next up we have Mythic Plus rewards, and there will be 4 feat of strength that will get unobtainable. Shadowlands Keystone Explorer Season 1, which requires you to obtain 750 Mythic Plus rating, and it grants no reward. Then we have Shadowlands Keystone Conqueror Season 2, obtaining 1500 Mythic Plus rating, which rewards the Tormentor title that will be unobtainable. The third feat of strength is Shadowlands Keystone Master Season 2, obtaining 2000 Mythic Plus rating, which rewards the Soul Twisted Deathwalker, again unobtainable once the patch is out. Last Mythic Plus feat of strength is Tormented Hero Shadowlands Season 2, which is rewarded to the top 0.1% of your faction of your region, and will be rewarded 2 weeks after the season ended. Presumably, as that is how Blizzard does it with the PvP rank from titles. If you want to transfer your character and you're currently eligible for the title, you have to do that before the 18th of January, or you will no longer be eligible, even if you have the rating. After the season ended, you can transfer. However, I would recommend to wait until you actually have the title just to be sure. You can check radar.io for the rating cutoff. As of the making of this video, you do have a lower requirement on Alliance, so you could transfer before the 18th and have an easier time to get the title. Last thing on the soon to be unobtainable list are player versus player things. Temporarily unobtainable will be the Vicious War Gorm, which is red for Horde and blue for Alliance, until Blizzard eventually adds them back on the vendor. Nobody knows when that happens. If you're lucky, they do it right away for 9.2. If not, you may have to wait a couple patches into the next add-on. For player versus player feat of strength, we have quite a list. The following feat of strength will be unobtainable. Combatant 1 Shadowlands obtained with 1000 rating. Combatant 2 Shadowlands obtained with 1200 rating. Challenger 1 Shadowlands obtained with 1400 rating. Challenger 2 Shadowlands obtained with 1600 rating, Rival 1 Shadowlands obtained with 1800 rating, Rival 2 Shadowlands obtained with 1950 rating, Duelist Shadowlands obtained with 2100 rating, and Elite Shadowlands obtained with 2400 rating. All those feat of strength will be unobtainable, and they actually remove the titles from you, so you will no longer have the Duelist title, for example, until you earn it again in 9.2. I will quickly mention some transmog related to the PvP things as well before we go over the last 3 feat of strength for PvP. Each armor class, so cloth, leather, mail and plate, has an elite transmog set. The set is fully obtained by reaching 1800 rating, and those 4 sets will never be obtainable again. As for the Duelist achievement, we have the Unchained Gladiator's Prestigious Cloak that will be unobtainable, as well as the Unchained Fury Illusion. The illusion might be obtainable in 9.2 again, but we do not know it yet, so it's better not to risk it. Another neat reward for the Duelist achievement, which many people do not know, is that you unlock different transmog for almost every single PvP weapons, as well as 4 different cloak transmogs. If you're curious to see how all the weapons look, I recommend to check out the All Things add-on. Overall, it's 24 different weapons with about 15 or 16 unique transmog looks, as well as 4 unique cloak transmog looks. Each weapon, however, requires 12k to 24k honor to upgrade fully to Duelist, and plenty of conquest points to buy. So it's a very grindy effort. Perfect World of Warcraft content for me, maybe not so much for you. Another thing to talk about while finally talking about Gladiator is the Unchained Gladiator Starbot rewarded from earning Elite Shadowland. Will also be unobtainable once 9.2 is out. For the last 3 PvP achievements, we have Gladiator Shadowland Season 2, winning 50 3 vs 3 matches at the Elite rank with the Unchained Gladiator mount as reward. If you currently have the Gladiator title, You will lose it when the next season starts, similar to the other ranks title. And of course the mount will also be unobtainable. Hero of the Alliance Unchained or Hero of the Horde Unchained, ending in the top 0.5% of the weighted battleground ladder, will be unobtainable, however does not grant any specific reward. The last soon to be unobtainable PvP reward is Unchained Gladiator, Shadowlands Season 2, which will reward you with the character specific title Unchained Gladiator at the end of the season, given your top 0.1% in PvP of your faction. For soon to be moved things, those are all I could think of. However, a couple things not removed in 9.2 will be way harder to get, and I recommend to at least try to finish them before 9.2. First thing that will be harder to get is the Rampaging Mauler, dropping from Konthrogz. He has a chance to spawn after killing a rare enemy in Kothia, and right now you have still plenty of people in the zone killing any rare mobs. However, coming 9.2 out, it will be very less people in the zone here. You just have to do more work. Like, not many people will be still killing wares, so you have to kill the wares and then hope he spawns. Groups in the tool will also be reduced, like less people up in the zone, probably in the new zones, and not making groups for Konthrogz itself. He also has about 2 million HP, so I don't think you can really realistically solo him unless you play like a tank and solo him for like 12 minutes. Another event from 9.1 are the Tormentors of Torghast. They spawn every 2 hours, so 3 PM, 5 PM and so on. And the first weekly kill of the week you do gives you the box, which can give you the Hand of Permetra mount. I think there will still be plenty of groups on reset day. However, if you go more into the week and especially play on demon times, I mean not even demon times, look at me right now, it's 4 PM. The guy spawned on 3 PM Alliance, right? So it will be certainly harder to kill the bosses, especially if you come with very bad geared alts, so you need like 5 or 6 people, and you eventually will get the group together, right? But yeah, it certainly will be maybe not harder, but way more time consuming in 9.2. Next thing on the list is the Archivist Codex reputation, both the normal reputation and the Paragon reputation. In the Paragon reputation, you can get boxes and get the Tamed Mauler if you're lucky. However, those group-wise, still plenty in the tool right now. There will be certainly less during 9.2, since the content in that point is outdated and nobody really needs this web anymore. I'm sure there will still be a couple groups during 9.2, but again, certainly will be more time consuming to get. The last thing on the list is the Sanctum of Domination raid. Almost nobody will make a group for it anymore, as it sadly always happens. Some example would be in 9.1, the Castle Nathia raid died, and the only reason a couple people did it here and then was in looking for raid difficulty for the legendary powers. I don't think I saw any group on normal mode or higher in the last 6 months on Alliance. I think this time it will be even worse, not only because there are no legendary powers, no really good trinkets, except maybe from the third post, but you also lose your shard bonus. Right, if you upgrade your gear to high item level, you unequip your old items, but the shard bonus is so strong that you probably, if you go into the old raid, want to equip the shard bonus again. Especially if you're farming the Mythic raid, you should keep all your shard items and shards for now to get your set bonus together, and then combine that with the new tier set bonus as well. So if you're looking to farm the Sanctum Gloom Charger from the 9 boss in LFR, normal, heroic or whatever, you will get way less groups, especially LFR. Like most people farm this mount in LFR. I don't expect many groups to open for it, and even if groups open, the queue times will probably be 1 hour plus, even if you are like tank and healer queuing up. For hunters who are looking for the Vaishala Death Whisper Legendary Bow from Sylvanas, I also don't think there will be any groups for it up really. Like, sure, many hunters want it, but no tank has a reason to kill Sylvanas really, no healer has a reason to kill it. Like, probably even most DPS classes have no reason to kill her. Except maybe Rogues for the dagger, but even then. Will be very, very hard to get, unless you get specifically groups for it via communities or via Discord. Like I said, overall, there will be almost 0 groups at the end. So if you're looking to get any transmog or achievements, runs or whatever, it will be way more difficult and way more time consuming to get a group together. Overall, Blizzard hasn't been too bad with moving stuff, just like the typical season stuff, which you may or may not like, but overall for collectors it's fine. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. Bye!